Hello there, my crafty friends. It's Ashley Pfeiffer, the maker behind Stamped AF. I am bringing you a super cute card featuring 2 of the Sale-A-Bration stamps. So the gang's all Meer, super cute. And then we're also going to use Sending You Thoughts. So this is a great sentiment one. So without further ado, let's just get our craft on here. So I have a side folding A2 size crumb cake card base. So that is 8.5 by 4 1/4, scored at 5.5. I have 4 by 5 1/4 pieces of Whisper White. One of those will be for the inside. This one will be for the outside. I've got my Cactus, Meerkat, and little Gecko already mounted on clear blocks. Okay, and we'll let that sit and dry for a few minutes. We'll use the soft suede combo pack. Now for this piece, we're just going to stamp the Cactus 4 or 5 different times, turning it each time. Okay, and then our little Gecko, I could have actually turned one of those. We'll do one down here, one up there, okay. And then while we have the memento, whoops, trying to shake out the already finished card. While we have the memento out, I've got my sentiment mounted here with a great big wish for happiness. We'll just stamp that on the inside. You know what, we'll add just a little something to this one that I hadn't added to the first one, and it's not too late to do that. I'm going to take this little guy that's popping out here, and we're not going to use memento on that one. I'm just going to use crumb cake. Let's put him right there. Okay, so there is the inside done. Put that in our card for now. We're going to use the Granny Apple Green dark and light. Nothing special here for coloring. You can go over it a number of times. I did end up, after I had blended it, I did go over it again with the dark Granny Apple Green. Speaking of Granny Apple Green, I was just making chicken salad, and I put some Granny Smith apple in it, and that's where this story comes from, because I now find it super hard to say Granny Smith apple instead of Granny Apple Green. But I did find one thing that my dogs don't like, and that is Granny Smith apples. And now every time I say that apple, I need to think about it because it makes me think of Granny Apple Green. But all 3 of them spit it out and they're like, nope, not having this. And only one of our dogs is picky, so it's a pretty sour apple. So like I said, you can go over that again with your dark Granny Apple Green. And then for the flower on the Cactus, I just used the lovely lipstick combo pack. Just to add a few little squiggly lines. Whoops, totally went outside the line there, but that one will be covered, so that worked out well. Okay, and then last is the Gecko. Before I do that, I'm just going to give the impression of some sand, dirt. Excuse me. Okay, so for the little gecko or chameleon or whatever it is, I use the light pineapple punch for the eyes. Dark pool party for the body with no shading. This is such a small little guy that it would be tricky to get shading in there. And then dark purple posy for the spots. And that is all for the background. So you can use snail or Tombow. I just happen to know that my snail just ran out, so I'm going to use Tombow on both of these pieces. Now we can color these guys, and again, nothing fancy. I just did with my dark soft suede, I just went over any spots that had those little lines. You can put as much detail and time into this as you would like. Let's just add a little bit to their tails. I just like that it was a super fast and easy card. Okay, so bullet tip on. We'll do just a little bit the ground underneath them. And then I always find when you have an image like this, it's nice to go around it with pool party. I'm not sure why, it just adds a little something. Gives the implication of sky without having to color the whole thing. And you could use your bullet tip, but I find the brush tip is just perfect. Look how quick that was. Okay, and then we're going to use one of these stitch nested dies. So it is the 4th smallest. You could go bigger than that. Okay, and then with just a little scrap of basic black, we are going to stamp From All of Us using Versamark. And because we're doing white on black, I'm going to use our embossing buddy. Okay, now before you remove it, if you have it in tweezers like this, just take the classic label punch, line it up there. It's a tight fit. and squeeze. Okay, and then I have just a little piece of the braided burlap trim. This is from the new catalog, and if you love the braided trim and the burlap, you're gonna love this one. It is amazing. You can pull it apart, you can fray the ends, just gorgeous. Whoops. Using some glue dots, we're just gonna put this about that far. You can spread it out some more. And then all I do is put 2 dimensionals on the bottom, 2 on the top, and then that burlap is going to kind of keep it from drooping in the middle there. Now actually, when I had mine before, it was cut on the end, which wasn't on purpose, but I liked how I could take it right to the edge there and not have anything popping off. Now, if I were to lift that up, I would have it where this gecko is a little bit lower down, because right now we've got a blank space there, but Sale-A-Bration, if I lift it up now, everything's going to take longer, and I'm trying to make this a quick video for you. So just keep that in mind where you place it. You want to have something a little bit lower than that. But that is all. So the one thing I wanted to mention is, oh, I used Sahara Sand on that one and Chrome Cake on that one. I like them both. I actually like that one better. The reason that I used this stamp set tonight was because I started making these for new team members the other day, and Sale-A-Bration is always the best time of year to join any Stampin' Up! Team. If you're in Canada and you're not working with a demonstrator, I would love to have you join my team. So I just wanted to answer a couple of questions about the starter kit. If you decide that you would like to join Stampin' Up!, if you have a long wish list, it's one of the best ways to check things off of that wish list, because you're getting a 20%, at least a 20% discount on all of your own product. So you choose $165 worth of product for $135, free shipping, only 1 tax in Manitoba, and you are getting the DSP sampler pack for free. You're getting the mini paper trimmer, which I have tucked away right now, and you're also choosing a stamp set for free of your choice. So it is a phenomenal time to join. You do not have to run it like a business like I do, but if you do want to do that, I'm totally here for you, for training, for questions, answers. Well, not to give you questions, but I am here. But you can also just use it for your own discount, for as long a period as you want or as short a period as you want. If you want to just sign up during Sale-A-Bration and get those freebies and not place another order, totally fine. I mean, I'd love to have you be a part of my Crafted AF team, but you can do that. Or you can continue to meet the quarterly minimums, which in Canada are about $400 per quarter. And if you don't make your minimums, then you just drop and go back to being a customer. No harm, no foul, and you get to keep everything that was in that starter kit. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. There is a page on my website that answers a lot of the questions that I find people have when they're joining. But if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. And I thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button below and catch a new video each and every week. And we'll see you soon, my crafty friends. Bye.